Keanu Reeves has built a reputation not only as a respected actor but also as one of Hollywood's most generous figures. Known for his low-key philanthropy, Reeves has quietly donated millions to children's hospitals and cancer research, inspired by his sister's battle with leukemia. He also shares back-end profits from blockbuster films with crew members, including stunt teams and special effects staff. His modest lifestyle and down-to-earth demeanor make him a rare figure in the entertainment industry. Denzel Washington has long supported initiatives aimed at uplifting underprivileged youth. He's a major benefactor of the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, where he has served as a spokesperson for decades. Washington has also made significant contributions to historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs, funding scholarships and donating millions toward their development. Australian actor Hugh Jackman channels his star power into sustainable global impact through his social enterprise, Laughing Man Coffee Company. Profits from the company go toward programs that support fair trade farming communities and education initiatives around the world. Jackman is also a longtime ambassador for World Vision, and he's traveled extensively to promote clean water access and child sponsorship. Leonardo DiCaprio has transformed his public persona into one of the most visible champions of environmental causes. Through his philanthropic efforts, notably the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation established in 1998, which later integrated into Wild, he has funded projects focused on wildlife conservation, climate change, and indigenous rights. His initiatives have distributed over $100 million in grants to high-impact environmental programs worldwide. Ryan Reynolds has emerged as a philanthropic force, lending his sharp wit with a sincere dedication to charitable work. He and wife Blake Lively have donated millions to food banks, child welfare programs, and COVID-19 relief efforts. Reynolds is also known for supporting mental health initiatives in Canada and the US, often advocating for openness and destigmatization. Chris Evans, best known as Captain America, has extended his heroism beyond the screen with a strong commitment to children's health and mental health awareness. He's a consistent supporter of Christopher's Haven, a nonprofit that provides housing for families of children undergoing cancer treatment in Boston. Evans frequently visits hospitals in character, brightening the lives of young patients while quietly funding pediatric care initiatives. Mark Ruffalo merges activism with philanthropy, focusing particularly on environmental justice and clean energy. He co-founded the Solutions Project, which promotes 100% renewable energy and supports grassroots organizations led by women and people of color. Ruffalo is also vocal about water access issues, lending his support to communities affected by environmental degradation. Matthew McConaughey's charitable work is centered on youth development and education through his foundation, the Just Keep Livin' Foundation. The organization empowers high school students by providing after-school fitness, wellness, and mentorship programs in underfunded schools. McConaughey also played a vital role in raising millions for Texas disaster relief following the 2021 winter storm and has supported veterans' causes. British actor Idris Elba has used his global platform to support economic development and youth empowerment, particularly in Africa. As a UN Goodwill Ambassador for the International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD, Elba advocates for sustainable agriculture and rural investment. Alongside his wife, Sabrina Dowry Elba, he co-founded the Elba Hope Foundation, which supports underserved communities through education and job training. George Clooney is one of Hollywood's most politically engaged philanthropists, known for his humanitarian work in conflict zones. He co-founded the Clooney Foundation for Justice, which focuses on advancing human rights and providing legal support for victims of war crimes and injustice. Clooney has also supported efforts in Darfur, South Sudan, and the Middle East, often collaborating with international organizations to drive meaningful policy change. Vin Diesel, the face of the Fast and Furious franchise, has quietly supported causes focused on children and family well-being. He founded the Paul Walker Foundation in memory of his late co-star and close friend, continuing Walker's legacy of environmental and humanitarian work. Diesel has also contributed to programs benefiting foster youth and military families, staying active in behind-the-scenes philanthropy. Robert Downey Jr. has turned his remarkable personal comeback into a platform for global good. He founded the Footprint Coalition, which funds and promotes technologies addressing climate change and environmental sustainability. Downey also supports various children's charities, including those focused on pediatric illness and education. Don Cheadle has long been involved in humanitarian work, particularly in Africa. He co-authored a book and co-founded the Not on Our Watch project, now part of the Sentry, an organization focused on stopping mass atrocities and exposing corruption tied to armed conflict. Cheadle also supports climate change initiatives and economic justice, often participating in public campaigns and policy discussions. Terry Crews is known for his energetic public persona, but his charitable work reveals a serious dedication to personal empowerment and healing. A vocal advocate for survivors of abuse, Crews works with organizations that support mental health, trauma recovery, and youth mentorship. He has partnered with nonprofits like Safe Horizon and Peace Over Violence to promote healing and accountability. Jared Leto combines his artistic ventures with global activism, supporting a range of causes from disaster relief to HIV/AIDS awareness. He has worked with organizations like Habitat for Humanity and the Red Cross and regularly uses his tours and social media to raise awareness for urgent global issues. Leto also supports clean water initiatives and environmental protection, often tying his efforts into his band 30 Seconds to Mars global outreach. Tom Hardy is deeply involved in charitable work, often focusing on causes related to mental health, military veterans, and animal welfare. A patron of the Prince's Trust and Bowel Cancer UK, Hardy also supports Help for Heroes and Reorg, which aids wounded service members through Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training. Additionally, he's a strong advocate for rescue animals and has worked with the Battersea Dogs and Cats Home in London. Chris Hemsworth backs a wide range of charitable efforts, particularly those centered on environmental conservation and Indigenous rights in his native Australia. He's an ambassador for the Australian Childhood Foundation and supports initiatives like Parley for the Oceans, which fights marine pollution. Hemsworth and his family also give generously to wildfire recovery and community resilience programs, especially after the devastating 2019-2020 bushfires. While primarily known for his music and acting, Justin Timberlake has long used his platform to support numerous philanthropic causes. He co-founded the Justin Timberlake Foundation, which promotes music education in public schools, and has made substantial donations to children's hospitals and Memphis-based charities. Timberlake also lends his voice to disaster relief efforts and supports various community-focused initiatives. Best known for his role on Grey's Anatomy, Patrick Dempsey turned personal tragedy into purpose by founding the Dempsey Center, which provides free cancer support services to patients and families. The center was inspired by his mother's long battle with cancer and offers holistic care ranging from counseling to nutrition guidance. Dempsey is also a supporter of various health charities and often participates in fundraising races and endurance events. Jake Gyllenhaal supports a range of social causes, with an emphasis on mental health, veteran support, and environmental protection. He's worked closely with organizations like New Eyes for the Needy and the Headstrong Project, which provides mental health services for military veterans. Gyllenhaal has also participated in global climate campaigns and supported education access initiatives. Ben Affleck has dedicated much of his philanthropic work to conflict-affected regions, particularly in Central Africa. He co-founded the Eastern Congo Initiative, ECI, a nonprofit that supports community-based organizations focusing on education, health, and economic development. ECI was the first US-based grant-making initiative entirely focused on the region. Joseph Gordon-Levitt brings innovation to philanthropy through his online platform HITRECORD, which fosters collaborative creativity while supporting charitable initiatives. The platform has partnered with nonprofits to produce content that raises awareness about mental health, education, and civic engagement. Gordon-Levitt also supports youth arts programs and has spoken publicly about the importance of accessible creative outlets. John Cena holds the record for the most wishes granted through the Make-A-Wish Foundation, with over 650 visits to children facing critical illness, a feat unmatched by any other celebrity. Beyond Make-A-Wish, Cena supports veterans organizations, anti-bullying campaigns, and children's hospitals. He frequently uses his social media presence to amplify causes and has quietly contributed millions to various charities. Dwayne Johnson, celebrated for his dynamic presence in both Hollywood and professional wrestling, has made significant contributions to various charitable causes. In 2006, he established the Dwayne Johnson Rock Foundation, focusing on programs that improve the self-esteem and quality of life for hospitalized children and those facing life-threatening conditions. Beyond his foundation, Johnson actively supports organizations like the Make-A-Wish Foundation and veterans charities. His philanthropic efforts extend to disaster relief, where he has provided substantial aid to communities affected by natural calamities, particularly in his native Hawaii and Samoa. Sylvester Stallone, synonymous with underdog grit, has supported numerous charities over his long career, particularly those benefiting veterans and first responders. A longtime supporter of the Wounded Warrior Project and the Special Olympics, Stallone also donates to educational foundations and cancer research. He often auctions memorabilia to raise funds and participates in direct giving behind the scenes.